Hello, Ravens flock. Welcome back to Baltimore Talk, the weekly podcast giving you a recap of every Baltimore Ravens game from now to postseason. I'm your host, Anthony Probst, and I'll be bringing you everything you missed, plus my own personal thoughts, opinions, and analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, we are covering Week 6 against the Tennessee Titans, the series finale this year to the London games, the last London game of the year, and we were the ones who got to close it out, and man, was it a good one, let me tell you. Oh, gosh, I absolutely loved watching that game. That, I have to say, was one of our better games that we've had already this year, including preseason, including weeks 1 through 5. Yes, the score didn't turn out as much as, actually, it turned out just as good as I expected. I honestly expected it to be a lot tighter of a game, but it was still a great game, let's be honest. Oh, man, I absolutely enjoyed it, getting to jump across the pond, wake up earlier for a morning game this time, because we don't usually get the London games. We don't usually get those early games. It's every once in a blue moon, maybe every 1 to 2 seasons we might get one. So we got one this year. I'd probably say we might not get one next year, maybe the year after that, who knows. But all I have to say is it was a great game to watch, great time. I enjoyed it. Definitely had me on my toes at some points, I'll be honest with you guys. But let's get into all that, starting here and now, starting with the coin toss, because Tennessee Titans, that was our opponent, and they were the home team, we were the visiting team, even though technically we were both the visiting team, but can't go wrong with either. So Tennessee wins the coin toss, choose to defer, which always a smart and decisive option because you never know how that first half is going to go. Come on, I've said it all last year, all last season. I say it every time. Nothing's going to change. So starting with 1st and 10, because we get the ball first. Justice Hill, he runs for 2. 2nd and 8, Hill again, this time for 3. 3rd and 5, Nelson Agholor, he runs for a solid 22 yards. 1st and 10 here, Zay Flowers, he gets a nice 14-yard catch. 1st and 10, it was a little pump pass to Rashad Bateman for 8. So this one here, Lamar Jackson, he went to pump it, and then he literally let it fly after that hitting Bateman, which ironically, if y'all see, y'all notice, I got my Lamar jersey on today, and my mic just came off and unattached. So that's what they say about on-air stuff. Let it go, let it fly. So we're just going to keep it going like ain't nothing happening. This is a real podcast. We do it nice and real. But 2nd and 2 now, Gus Edwards, he runs for 1. 3rd and 1 now, Gus Edwards, he was stopped just short. So on 4th and 1, we send out Justin Tucker to kick the field goal. 3-0 with 10:26 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Tennessee, run of 7. 2nd and 3, gain of only 1. 3rd and 2, incomplete. There was a pass interference flag on us, so that'll give them first down. 1st and 10, only gain of 1. 2nd and 9, gain of 10. 1st and 10, Tennessee gets the first down. 1st and 10, this time it was an incomplete flag. There was a late pass interference flag on us, which I have to say, this one was absolutely garbage. So this one here, it was on Marlon Humphrey, number 44. So when the gentleman on Tennessee, he was running his route, so he runs up and he runs out. Marlon Humphrey caught him, hooked him, but by the time the receiver went to catch the ball, Marlon Humphrey had already let him go and was already on the ground. He kind of did wrap him up a little bit, but he had already let go and hit the ground before the receiver even got close to catching the ball. So I do say that was kind of a bad call. Yes, I get why it was a pass interference, but it was such a late call, especially because, like I said, he had let him go already, and it didn't inhibit him from, yes, it inhibited him from catching the ball, but still, this one, I got to say, I think just because we were in London, I think these might have been Tennessee refs. These refs might have came from Tennessee because they were definitely favoring the Titans in the second half, but we'll get to that later. 1st and 10, gain of 1. 2nd and 9, incomplete pass. 3rd and 9, gain of 7. So 4th and 2, Titans kick their first field goal of the day, this tying it up 3-3 with 5:34 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Gus Edwards, gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Rashad Bateman, he only gets 3. 3rd and 5, Odell gets a beautiful 32-yard run. Oh my goodness, this one here. Odell Beckham Jr., 1-year contract, $18 million for it. And yes, it's only week 6. And yes, I know I see some people saying Odell is this, Odell is that. I don't care what everybody says. Odell is right where he belongs, right here in Baltimore, because this man was crushing it yesterday. I think, honestly, he had one mess up out of the whole day. But this was where he really started cooking with that beautiful 32-yard run. 1st and 10, Nelson Aguilar, he gets 19. 1st and 10, Gus, he gets 6. 2nd and 4, he gets this time 8. 1st and 10, Gus gets the pitch to him for 5. 2nd and 5, Justice Hill, he only goes 1. 3rd and 4, it's an incomplete pass to Odell. This time, this is where he had that one mess up. He tried to relive his glory days when he was way back, tried to one-hand catch it. And my only issue and only problem with this one here, he had it, he reached for it one-handed, and it slipped off his fingertips. But what do they always teach you? Fundamentals Football 101, 2 hands. Because if he, even when he did it the one hand just like this, if he had reached it for 2 hands, would have been a certified first down. But it is what it is. 4th and 4, Justin Tucker sends up the field goal again. This here, making it 6-3 with only 4 seconds left in the first quarter. So now 1st and 10 on Tennessee, gain of 2, ends the first quarter. Not going to lie, I know that was pretty quick for the first quarter, but this thing really just moved. There was no timeouts, barely any stopping the clock. The game was just moving and just rolling. So that's the reason why we're moving and rolling so fast through this. But honestly, I think it was a decent first quarter. Yes, we had 2 flags already, 2, 3, whatever the number. Yeah, 2. But it's okay. I don't mind it. I could have seen we could have done just a couple things better. But overall, it was a really good first quarter. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to keep it going with now into the second. 2nd and 8 for Tennessee. Gain of 7. 3rd and 1, the Titans do convert, but there was a flag. It was an illegal formation on Tennessee, so they end up having to walk that back. 3rd and 6, the ball was tipped, so no go there. 4th and 6, Tennessee punts it, and here's where things get cooking. Oh my goodness, this is where they say special teams always plays a factor into certain things and into almost everything. Because our man, Devin Duvernay, catches that, fair catch, runs it back for 70 yards. You cannot tell me nothing that Devin Duvernay is not one of the best on our team. I swear, where special teams can lack for certain teams or in certain situations, ours, especially for punt return, is definitely not one of them, or even kick return, because Devin Duvernay is on both. And can this man run? I don't know why his nickname isn't Speedy Gonzalez, because what we saw him do last year with the 98-yard return against Miami, which I know y'all see in the intro, and then what he just did today, or technically yesterday, with this 70-yard return, oh, God, chef's kiss with this man. And we're going to take a quick drink. This time we got vitamin water in our beautiful Ravens mug. No sponsor, by the way. But we love vitamin water all the same. So now, 1st and 10, Lamar, he kept it himself for 4. 2nd and 6, he ends up getting the first this time. Lamar kept it again. 1st and goal, Gus gets only a yard. 2nd and goal, Gus gets another yard. 3rd and goal, Lamar did end up getting taken down. So 4th and goal, we have to send up another field goal, making it 9-3 with 10-13. And I'm not going to lie, I did see a lot of people, I was reading a lot of comments and such on this specific set of downs, this drive. A lot of people were upset the fact that we returned it 70 yards, get to 1st, 2nd, 3rd and goal, and we don't go and we don't get it. I see where frustration comes in because our special teams just had an amazing jump and did something absolutely stellar, but then we can't capitalize. I understand, believe me, I understand the frustration of, come on, seriously? We just did something awesome, but we can't capitalize. And I'm going to be honest, I understand why John Harbaugh said, do the field goal, don't go for it, because we all saw what happened last week when we were in the red zone and we were that close. Lamar threw a pick. And then last year, wild card weekend, even though Lamar wasn't playing, Tyler Huntley tried to jump the end zone on the 1-yard line, and it gets returned for a 98-yard return. And that one was also on 4th and goal. So I understand why some people were frustrated of, why did we not just go for it? Why did we not get this touchdown? it makes more sense to get 3 points than no points or an accidental mess up. I understand. But again, I understand the frustration and where the anger is coming from on this one. Because believe me, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get it either. But nonetheless, we still got points. We're still ahead 9-3. So, 1st and 10 for Tennessee, gain of 7. 2nd and 3, no gain here. 3rd and 3, this one was an incomplete pass. Ryan Tannehill did throw it a little low to his receiver here, about the kneecaps. So now 4th and 3, Titans have to punt that one away. 1st and 10, Mark Andrews gets a beautiful 20-yard pass. His first catch of the day, and it's a beautiful 20-yard catch. We love to see it. 1st and 10, Justice Hill gets 8. 2nd and 2, Hill gets 10. 1st and 10, Zay Flowers. He gets the ball, but no gain today. Apologies for scratching my face. It's a little dry in here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. See, like I said, this is a raw... This podcast, this one is all real. We do it all real here on Baltimore Talk. No cover-ups. I don't have a makeup department. Again, I'm not on ESPN yet. I'm going to get there one day. Promise you. But we're going to get back in here. So now, 2nd and 10, Lamar fakes it. He kept it himself for 8. 3rd and 2, Gus, he gets the first. 1st and 10 is an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, this one here, it's a pass to Zay Flowers for 4. There was a personal foul on Tennessee for 15 yards. So this one here, I'll explain this one a little bit. I know everybody saw it. Odell was getting up off the ground, and he leaned on a Titans player who kind of like shoved him. And they just called it a personal foul. They didn't specifically say, like, oh, was it unsportsmanlike conduct? I'm not going to go on record and say, yes, exactly, unsportsmanlike conduct. However, I will say that from the way it looks, and they just said, oh, it's a personal foul on Tennessee, I'm like, all right, we'll call it unsportsmanlike conduct for such and such. So this next one here, 1st and 10, Patrick Ricard, he gets a nice 3-yard pass. 2nd and 7, Zay Flowers. Here we go. He waited till week 6, 1/3 through the years. We got 18 weeks. So 1/3 of the season down, he finally gets his first NFL touchdown as a rookie. So shout out to our boy Joystick, Zay Flowers himself, for getting his first NFL touchdown. Proud of him for that. And we decided to go for it for a 2-pointer, 2-point conversion, and we end up getting an offensive pass interference on us. And this was crazy. We end up having to try and kick the field goal for 1, and the punt, Lord, goodness gracious, the kick is blocked, and we recover it, and we're able to keep it. So here we go. We were able to get the ball back and go for it, and we ended up still catching a point. So solid on us. So that'll put it at 15-3 with 3:25 left in the first half. So now 1st and 10, Titans get a gain of 20. 1st and 10, they gain 1. 2nd and 9, Marcus Williams, he blocks a nice pass. 3rd and 9, our boy Patrick Queen gets a big sack on Ryan Tannehill, their quarterback. Absolutely chef's kiss. Once again, our defense and offense this first half are tearing it up. Both sides of the ball, we're making plays on offense. We're making stops on defense. You can't go wrong with it, I swear. Things are going beautifully. Now on 4th and 18, Titans have to punt the ball away again. 1st and 10, Justice Hill, he gets a loss of 1. 2nd and 11, this time he gains 10, so he made up for that. 3rd and 1, Lamar, he kept it himself for 10. 1st and 10, Lamar, he had to slide this time for 3. We decided to take our first timeout of the half. 2nd and 7, here we go. Got to keep it rolling. 2nd and 7, Mark Andrews, he gets the first down. 1st and 10, we get an incomplete pass to Nelson Aguilar. 2nd and 10, we get a gain of 7 by Rashad Bateman. We decided to take our second timeout here. And 3rd and 3, it was a deep incomplete pass to Zay Flowers. This one, he almost had it. It just was just a little bit outside the breadbasket, but no biggie. So on 4th and 3, we have to punt the ball away. And here it is. Here's another big play right here. Oh my goodness. With 1 second left, we punt the ball away. Tennessee calls for a fair catch. Man catches it, drops it in the fumble. We recover the ball. We recover the ball with 1 second left. And we're right on their own 15-yard line. Or 15-yard line, somewhere less than the 20-yard line. It doesn't really matter. Because with 1 second left, we kick a 29-yard field goal, putting us at 18-3 to end the first half. And I'm going to be honest, that was a pretty good first, actually, like I wrote. It was a great first half. Like I said, offensively and defensively, both sides of the ball, we were really holding it down, really doing good things. We were on target with our passes. Great pump fakes, great passes all the way around. We're hitting our targets like we need to. We're not taking unnecessary risks or throwing anything bad. Our run game was pretty decent. We were able to get some really good runs. Odell's 32 run, Mark Andrews' 20-yard catch and run. Whatever else I'm forgetting that we had another big run. Zay Flowers, beautiful touchdown. Can't go wrong with that. Like, come on. Right, like I said, we're making smart decisions on offense. We're not taking unnecessary risks. Our amazing defensive, we're getting to the ball. We're staying on our man. We're breaking the plane, getting to the backfield. Not so bad here. We did need to ease up on the penalties because those pass interferences, especially the first one on Marlon Humphrey, was absolutely lame. But all the way around, it was a really good first half. And like I mentioned at the end of last week, how my good friend DJ is a Titans fan, I asked him to give me a quote on his personal thoughts and opinion on the first half. And he had to say, the Titans' offense is lifeless. The defense is good as usual, but will eventually get tired because they play 45 minutes. And I got to say, I got to agree with him on some points. Their offense was a little shaky, but that just means our defense was doing their job. But I'm going to be honest, their defense was no joke yesterday, especially in the first half, because we only got 1 touchdown in the first half, and they were forcing us to 3rd and longs and just some field goals. We weren't able to get in the red zone every time and get touchdowns. So, DJ, you guys were actually really killing us. But 1st and 10 now is we're going to start the third quarter. We're going to get right into it. But before we do that, I'm going to take another sip right here. Still no sponsor. Starting the third quarter, like I said, Titans have the ball. 1st and 10, they get a gain of 1. 2nd and 9, pass of 7. 3rd and 2, Ryan Tannehill, he is sacked once again. 4th and 9, Tennessee decides to punt the ball away. So now it's our turn. 1st and 10, we get a loss. Why am I losing my train of thought, ladies and gentlemen? I got the notes right here in front of me. You guys understand. You guys know. All you lovely people of the Ravens flock and the Baltimore Talk community. I love you guys so much. But 1st and 10, Justice Hill gets a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, we get a gain of 1, but there was a holding call on Morgan Moses, so that sets us back a little bit. 3rd and 11, Lamar has to dump it away. 4th and 11, we do punt the ball away. There was a flag for illegal block in the back on the Titans, so that'll set them back a little bit. 1st and 10 for them, gain of 5. 2nd and 5, they get an incomplete pass. Then on this one here, on 3rd and 5, another incomplete pass. And then there was a late flag, and I don't even know what it was for. Like, this one was so weird. I honestly don't even know what to say about this. It was a little strange. They didn't really say what it was for, and then they kind of retracted it. So I'm like, or not this, well, a few plays from now, but this specific one, this flag, I'm like, okay. But now, 1st and 10, we get a run of 64 yards. No. I apologize. They got a run of 64 yards. Oh, my goodness. This play that Tennessee ran, I'm going to tell you who it was. Like I said, who we took on. I know Ryan Tannehill is a quarterback, but the face, Derrick Henry. This boy ran 64 yards. And I know someone close to me, I already said his name once, was jumping for joy when he saw this. I, however, was not. However, 1st and goal for Tennessee, no gain. 2nd and goal, and also 3rd and goal, incomplete passes. And this one here, this is where I was meaning. There was a flag, and They threw the flag, but then pulled it back and said it was almost pass interference, but it wasn't. So this is a little weird that they pulled it and then, like, no, wait, there actually is no foul on the play. I'm like, okay. So now 4th and goal for Tennessee. They get a field goal, making it 18-6 with 9:24 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Gus Edwards gets a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Lamar throws the first interception of the day. It was a high pass. It was intended for Rashad Bateman. And this one here, I was seeing a lot of flack on people ragging on Rashad Bateman, saying he needs to retire, he's no good, this, that, and the third. I'm going to contradict that. Yes, he could have maybe jumped for it a little bit, but this pass was a lot higher. This one here, went way over his head. And Tennessee, they were right behind him in full-on Super Mario jump to get that one. So it was good. It was okay, but still, the first one of the day was. I wasn't happy that we had to throw an interception here. But 1st and 10 now. There was a flag, offsides on Tennessee. 1st and 15 now. Deep, incomplete pass. There were 3 flags on this play. 3 flags. And this was the biggest load of crap that I have ever seen, and everybody felt the same way. I know you all know exactly what I'm talking about. On this play here, it was a helmet-to-helmet personal foul on Kyle Hamilton, and he got ejected from the game. The first flag on him all day. No fouls, no penalties on him at all. And this one was completely unintentional. If you watch the replay, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to put it in here right where I'm talking too. If you see this and you're watching it right where I'm talking right now, if you look at this, he was going full on motion to tackle the guy. And they were both low enough to where you can see his momentum would not be able to stop him for this. And I absolutely lost it. I absolutely think that was nuts. It made no sense to why they would eject him from the game. And if you saw his reaction after the fact, he was upset. Everybody thought that was absolutely stupid. No reason did he need to get ejected for one personal foul, because there are many of players, even within the past 5 weeks, of just around the league and around the NFL, even in our games, there was a helmet-to-helmet that we got the penalty for, but he didn't get ejected from the game. So why now? Why this one? Again, I really feel like these were Tennessee refs. But oh boy. This one here really helped with this next play, because this is where Tennessee gets their first touchdown of the day. And if it wasn't for that, where they gave them that penalty, I'm not going to discredit and say that there might not have been a chance that they get a touchdown, because every team has that opportunity. But still, that was the biggest and worst call you could ever get. Yes, I understand, like I said, the personal foul, the helmet-to-helmet flag, whatever, but ejecting him from the game, come on, get it out of here. That was absolutely crap. Absolutely not even necessary. But now that Titans have their first touchdown of the day, 18-15, 8:24 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Gus Edwards gets a 1-yard run. 2nd and 9, Odell incomplete. 3rd and 9, Lamar does get taken down for a loss of 2. So on 4th and 11, we have to punt the ball away. There was a flag, however, running into the kicker. So that set Tennessee back again. 1st and 10, Titans get the first down. 1st and 10, they gain 9. 2nd and 1, loss of 1. 3rd and 2, here we go. Here's the big defensive play of the day. Our boy, Geno Stone, he's the one now who says, yoink, let me get that Super Mario Brothers jump. Intercepts the ball. Gets a beautiful interception. And again, right here, I'm going to find the highlight clip. I'm going to put it right here. You can see him. He just full on jumps right in the way and says, yoink, thank you. I will take that, and goes. Oh, man, this one was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. So 1st and 10 back on the Baltimore side. Justice Hill gets a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. It was a sling pass to Zay Flowers for 7. 3rd and 2. Lamar kept it himself. This time there was offsides on Tennessee. 1st and 10. Incomplete pass to Mark Andrews. 2nd and 10. This one now goes to Mark Andrews again. However, he gets 4 yards. 3rd and 6, Gus Edwards, he gets 12. 1st and 10, Justice Hill, he gets a gain of 1. 2nd and 9, Lamar keeps it himself for 6. This one here, this one would have been a certified touchdown, certified gold. However, if you watch, I'm not going to try and find the replays. I'm not going to bombard this whole thing with replays. But this one here, the defender was going to catch him, and he caught him by the ankle, and then it made him stumble and trip a little bit. So I understand, yeah, could have been a good one, but I get where the tackle came in. He kind of, I'll say he pulled his shoestring. Pulled his shoestring. Yep, that's a new one. But now 3rd and 3, Lamar, he ends up, oh man, this one was crazy. So the pocket collapses on him. He does the shake move, does some escape route, and he absolutely escapes, gets the first, ends the 3rd quarter. So going into quarter 4 now, close to the end of the game, before we even get into the 4th quarter, this 3rd quarter was, it was dicey on both sides, offensive and defensive. We had the interception on offense, some pretty kind of plays here in the 3rd quarter, but then defense, good and bad, like really bad again. Got to be Tennessee refs on this one here for that ejection of Kyle Hamilton. And respectfully, Mr. Hamilton, like people are saying, fines in the mail. Fine, you'll definitely get your fine on Tuesday because not happy about it. But then on the good side, that kind of counterbalances it. Geno Stone with that big interception. Like, let's really talk about it. It was a 50-50 3rd quarter. And then on Tennessee's side, their 64 run with Derrick Henry and our beautiful sacks and interception, like I said. So pretty good. And then them getting their touchdown as well. So let's get this going. Into the 4th quarter now. 1st and goal for Baltimore. Lamar kept it himself to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gus gets 1. 3rd and goal. Lamar gets 1. 4th and goal. Justin Tucker kicks the field goal. 21-13 with 12:49 in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Marcus Williams. Apologies. Wrong last name. Wrong player. Right last name. Malik Williams for Tennessee, their backup quarterback. He checks in now as QB because Ryan Tannehill, he did get hurt, I believe. He had to go get x-rays, but his tent and locker room was on the opposite side of where he was, so he had to wait for the cart to come bring him so he could do x-rays. So Malik Williams checks in. He ends up throwing a pass for 9. 2nd and 1, Titans convert. 1st and 10, Malik Williams slides again, this time for only 3. 2nd and 7, Derrick Henry, he gets a gain of none. 3rd and 8, Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen get a beautiful double gang tackle. Patrick Queen comes in for the tackle. Roquan Smith comes up to clean up. This one was absolutely great, absolutely amazing, and I gotta say this one was killer. I swear. So now 4th and 5, Titans punt the ball away. 8:55 in the 5th, left in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Zay Flowers, he gets a gain of 8. 2nd and 2, Gus Edwards gets the 1st down. 1st and 10, we get a loss of 1 because of Gus Edwards. 2nd and 11, Mark Andrews gets a big catch coming. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can say any louder and drown out all the screams of the screaming fans from the stands, because I know I was screaming pretty loud to get their attention. I don't know if they heard me all the way in London. I don't know anything, but this one here was absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing, and I swear this is great. 1st and 10, Gus Edwards, he gets a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, incomplete pass. 3rd and 7, Lamar, he was deemed just shy of the 1st down. However, there was a flag. It was illegal contact on Tennessee. So given that, penalties declined, automatic 1st down. So that really saved our butt and really saved our bacon on that one. 1st and 10, it was a swing pass to Zay Flowers for 6. 2nd and 4, Gus Edwards, he gets only 3. Tennessee takes their first time out of the second half. 3rd Yeah, 3rd and 1. Mark Andrews, he deemed short just by a little bit. And I'm going to be honest, I'm so glad we were watching the replay, everybody, I know you all know what I'm talking about. John Harbaugh had that challenge flag in his hand ready to throw it. But after watching the replay 3 times, he put it back in his pocket. And my thought process was, thank goodness, I'm so glad you did not throw that challenge flag, because you could see on the replay that he was short. At first, if you look at it first glance, a lot of defenders were in the way, but then you could see the knee down and you could see the ball was still behind the line. So luckily, he didn't throw the challenge flag. But Mr. Harbaugh, I know you were ready. I saw it. But it's okay. I'm glad we didn't throw the challenge flag. On 4th and inches, Justin Tucker sends up another field goal, making it 24-13 with 4:16 left in the game. And whew, I know what everybody's thinking. Oh, Todd Monken, why didn't we go for it on 4th and inches? It's only 4th and inches. Again, like I wanted to stress, last week, on 4th and such, in the end zone, pick. Last year on Wild Card Weekend, 4th and inches on the goal line, 98-yard return. I am so over the 4th and such and say, yeah, let's go for it. No. If we're close enough, just kick the field goal. Like I said at halftime, 3 points are better than no points. Seriously, 3 points better than no points. But now, 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Clowney, big sack on Malik Williams. Absolutely beautiful. Now, 2nd and 19, incomplete pass. There was illegal contact, so that gives Titans a 1st down. 1st and 10, they get the 1st down again. 1st and 10, they get a pass for 6. 2nd and 4, there was a neutral zone infraction, but oh well, we'll take it. It's really not that big a deal. We were just right near the end of the game anyway. 1st and 10, Justin Matabike, big sack on this one for a loss of 8 yards. So now on 2nd and 18, they end up getting 11 yards on this one here. So now we're at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 7, there was a big run by Tennessee. They get all the way to the 5-yard line again. Derrick Henry, and I'm just sitting here like, seriously? Because he shook off 5 or 6 defenders, and they all were around him. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my goodness, if you do not tackle this man and do not catch him. I was scared for my life, because if they had gotten that touchdown and went for 2, it would have been bold. It would have been bad. They would have been down just by a little bit. However, right after that, Titans take their 3rd and final timeout of the last half. 1st and goal, QB is dropped. There was a defensive holding flag on us. 1st and goal, Jadavius Clowney, he ends up dropping the quarterback. 2nd and goal, pass, and here, oh my goodness. I know I'm throwing my hands up again. This is where things really started to flip around, because 3 plays in almost back-to-back, almost a hat trick. 2nd and goal, flag, pass interference on Baltimore. 1st and goal, flag, block in the back. And, oh, good Lord. This one here, that one was on the Titans, however, but still, 1st and goal, QB sack. 2nd and goal, incomplete pass. 3rd and goal, flag, or not flag. I'm sorry, I'm turning in one of the refs. I'm getting flag happy. 3rd and goal, Titans decide to kick their field goal. It is now 24-16 with 38 seconds left in the last half, in the 4th quarter. We take our first time out right before the kick return, and it was an onside kick as expected, and we end up keeping the ball as they try to kick an onside kick to try and recover and go up, but couldn't do it. 1st and 10, we kneel the ball. Game clock shorter than the play clock. Game over. Baltimore wins 24-16 over the Tennessee Titans, closing out the London hat trick, and very happy that we caught the victory and caught the W. So, like I did at half, I asked my boy and my good friend DJ, I asked him what his thoughts again were on this time on the second half, 3rd and 4th quarter, and his answer was, too many missed opportunities, a penalty that results with the ball being on the 1-yard line, and you leave your best player on the sidelines for a cute little QB run. Unacceptable. Give the ball to Henry. DJ, I agree with you, but I'm also happy that they didn't because those two big runs, the 64-yard run, and then this man shaking off 5 of my defenders and getting to the 5-yard line and getting a field goal. Listen, not very happy about it. So I agree with you that they were still giving our defense a little bit of run for their money, but our offense was still able to put some things up. Next one here, keep the momentum going. Once we get on offense and we actually get that momentum going, don't slow it up on defense, or vice versa. If we're having good momentum on defense, don't slow it up on offense, please. And so that 1 3rd down, and right before we got to 4th and inches in the play, Mark Andrews, he hiked the ball and tried to go for it himself, but he got stopped because nobody pushed him on his back and pushed the pile. I know I personally was taught that when I was a kid playing football. However, push the pile is fundamentals, and nobody did it. We do it every week, every game, almost every time we have an opportunity. So why did we take one play off on that? Yes, I added an automatic dramatic pause because I'm a little dumbfounded, a little confused on why we did that and why we decided not to push the pile. And then I said this week 1 and everything, stop with the stupid penalties. Come on. Again, I understand these were probably Tennessee refs. However, penalty. Come on. We're better than that. We are so much better than penalty. And I will say, though, great pass coverage. So our defense definitely helped out a lot and was making up for these here penalties. And our run schemes, they could have been a little better. I know, like I said, some people were very disappointed in the Ravens community with Rashad Bateman and Justice Hill not running schemes properly. And I think they did okay, but like I said, they could have been a little better. They were a little dicey. Our pass game was precise. We really had it good. So that was very nice. And overall, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with how the day turned out. I'm pleased with how things went. Overall, it was a great game. I am still very upset, and I hope I've already found it and in editing. So, editor, I know you can hear me out there. I hope you put this in, and so, again, that penalty against Kyle Hamilton getting ejected of the game, garbage. However, overall, like I said, I'm pleased with the day. I think we did pretty good offensively and defensively. Run game was good. Pass game was great. Plays made on defense. Coverage was great. So we had a really good game in Week 6. This coming Sunday, we are back at home, back in the States, in our beautiful M&T Bank Stadium, taking on the Detroit Lions on Sunday, October 22nd. And this one here is a little special because the proud father of mine, he's a Detroit fan. And last night, he and I were having a conversation about it. So, Dad, I hope you're listening. I know you're watching. He already made a joke about it, saying Detroit might take the win. However, Jared Goff, Detroit Lions, I'm not going to make any game predictions. I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is we're going to be on our A game. In Detroit, I just want you to bring yours. But that's all I'm going to say until we get to next week, and till we get to Sunday, and then next week on Baltimore Talk. We'll see how the game plays out. However, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. I've been your host, Anthony Probst, here on Baltimore Talk. Thank you once again, beautiful Ravens flock community. And one more thing, thank you, everybody, from getting us from 14 up to 15 subscribers here on the YouTube channel on Baltimore Talk. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I just have to say I love each and every one of you who tunes in every week to watch, to listen, to hear my voice. And if you're still listening on RSS.com and Spotify, come check out the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get that number from 15 to 20 subscribers. Share it with a friend, a neighbor, your mom, grandma, anybody and everybody that you know is a Baltimore fan, just like me, because I will be back here once again doing it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I again have been your host, Anthony Probst, saying goodbye, and I'll see you next week.